They always say in football that these are the games that will not define your season, your Liverpools, your Arsenals, your Man Cities. Well, what happened last year? Because we beat Liverpool, we drew with Man City, and we beat Arsenal. Is this hope over expectation? Let's get into the preview. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to the preview for Forest versus Liverpool. Liverpool, the team that hasn't won in about 40 years at the world famous City Ground, and Forest, who really needs some points right now. I'm over my Forest depression. The whole Manchester United thing is in the rearview mirror-ish. I don't know, it still hurts. It still hurts. But if you are over it and if you're looking forward to the match against Liverpool, please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And I gotta say, guys, right, this football prizes giveaway this week is ridiculously good. You've got the signed frame Callum Hudson-Odoi main giveaway prize on Friday. You got till Thursday at 7:30 to get those tickets in. But Felipe, signed, framed Felipe, yes, Felipe, Senor Man Bun, or Man Bunless now, is an Insta prize winner. If you hit ticket number 18, remember, if you get your tickets, it's randomly generated. If you get number 18, you get Felipe signed and framed. The link for it is in the comments down below. I'll tell you what, if you hit 18, one, I hate you, but two, let me know if you want to sell it, because I'll be tempted to update my one to a Felipe. Okay, let's get into this preview. How do I feel? How do I feel? Well, there's good news, bad news scenarios. We've had some semi-cryptic messages from Nuno in terms of players who are back and potentially fit. He has said that Bolly, Sangare and Cristiano Ronaldo are days away, and I quote, from basically being back into training. Now, is that a little subtle hint that they are available? I don't know with Nuno right now, because it's kind of the same rhetoric that was used with when Taiwo was coming back. Kind of, he wasn't fit, but he was rushed back, but then he got chucked straight into the team. All kinds of stuff going on. I don't think we'll see them start, but I'm hoping that we see, well, one in particular for me, Sangare. I'll get into the team news in a minute. And with Liverpool, they've got a crybaby list of injuries that I think the whole world knows about. I think dead people have been resurrected just to be informed that Liverpool have injuries. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, a football team has injured players. It's unheard of apparently in football before. So how's this going to go down? Well, we all know last year at the City Ground, famously, Taiwo got the goal against his old club. We beat them 1-0. Virgil van Dijk missed about 100 sitters, and we got it over the line. Can we do it this year? Realistically, that team that Liverpool brought last season are not the same team that has been playing this year. They've got their whole fantasy about the quadruple with Klopp getting done in his last season. And Forest are going to have to be the party poopers. I am not going to sit here and say the words free hit, because I don't like that. As I said in the intro, free hit means you have an inferiority complex that you may as well just give the other team the 3 points. Yeah, as I said, we beat them, we beat Arsenal, we drew with Man City, all at the City Ground, and that's what we need to get back to. I ain't saying get back to Cooper low block football. I'm saying the desire. One thing I can never ever take away from Cooper is in that final part of the season, he installed into the team this the world versus us attitude, this never say die attitude, and that's something I want to see back into the players under Nuno's style of football. So let's get into this. And let's talk about what potentially we could see on the pitch come Saturday. Now, this is the team that started against Man United midweek. And I still don't care what you guys say. You guys are welcome to say what you want. I still hold a lot of the blame. By the way, you're all misquoting me. I didn't put the full blame on Turner, but a lot of the blame on Turner. And he just makes me feel uneasy when he's in goal. That's why I don't want him in there. The problem is I'm hearing rumors. I don't know how true they are or not, but Sells might be injured and it's being kept quiet and might be just like randomly announced like we saw with Tavares the other day. So I'm not sure what happens in the goalkeeper situation. If that is the case, then it will be Turner starting. I really hope it's all BS and Sells plays in. So for now, I'm putting Sells in. Now, has Sells lit the world on fire? No. To me, is he any different from Vlachodimos? Not really. Has let in the ones he should let in, has saved the ones he could have saved. Nothing spectacular. He's still not the final solution for me. Where I think it gets interesting, though, is in defence. Now, if Bolly is fit, Bolly for me is the first name on this team sheet. We need a presence against their dead ball situations. Virgil van Dijk in particular, who's getting headers. He got the 2 goals in the cup final. 1 got disallowed. But we need a physical aerial presence in defence. And for me, if Bolly is fit, you've got to put him in ahead of Felipe. Felipe played the full game the other day. I would go Bolly there. Now, again, this is subject to fitness, etc. We're not going to know till the team sheet comes out. And I think Murillo will be fine alongside Bolly. In fact, I kind of like that combo, and I'd be tempted to say it could be one of our better combos. You've got the aerial presence with the ball playing brute that is Murillo. Now, what we did last season that worked well was Williams actually played at left back. I think he came on and he just silenced Salah for that second. I don't know if Salah played down the middle, Williams went down the left, and it was, who was it? What's the old man called? Milner that was coming down there. He had him completely pocketed. Don't think we're going to see that. I think Williams is now slowly becoming a fan favourite in that right back position. He's actually definitely improved. Probably one of the most improved players under Nuno. Still don't think he's the perfect right back right now, but I think he will play. The person that's not being talked about is Aina. I got a feeling he's fit, guys. Nuno didn't mention him at all in his presser. Let's put it this way. He played in the final of the AFCON. I don't know what happened after that final to our players in specific, because all the other Nigerian players, all the other Ivory Coast players are fit, well, happy, healthy, getting on with life apart from us. So I'm going to go out on a punt, and I think Aina will play at left back. I don't think he wants to play Tuffalo because of the lack of pace, and Aina would link up well with Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think he's quite similar in some of his attributes to Tavares. Now, in this midfield too, I'm dropping both of these. I thought Danilo was really good in the first half against Manchester United, faded, and I put some blame on him for the goal. He let his man go at the near post. I want this combo. I am praying before the end of the season, I see this Dominguez Sangare combo. The energy of Dominguez against the brute force, with the brute force, should I say, of Sangare. That is a combo for me. Now, in terms of the attacking three, I'm going to be straight with you guys. I'm starting to get a bit frustrated with Elanga. He's kicking on, kicking back, kicking on, kicking back, 2 steps forwards, 1 step back, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be tempted to drop him because at some point, Reina's got to be given a game. And I don't know. Out of those ones, I think Elanga's the one that I would look potentially to start off the bench. However, there are some cryptic things that we've got to unpick. And the fact that Taiwo played 90 minutes, is he going to be fit enough to play for this game? I think probably yes. What I personally would do is I would put Origi on the right-hand side, even though I still think he's better on the left, and Hudson-Odoi here on the left, and Morgan Gibbs-White in the middle. And that's probably the team I would go with. Is it enough to beat Liverpool? Don't know. Is it enough to get a point against Liverpool? Don't know. Do you guys agree with that one? Do you think it matters who we play? Is this a foregone conclusion? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's have a look at the Liverpool scenario, because they got a lot of injuries, as we've just spoken about a few minutes ago. I've put out here the worst case scenario, or in Liverpool's case, the best case scenario. You guys get what I'm saying here, right? So potentially Nunez could be back, Salah could be back, Endo could be back. Bradley, I think, has been really good, actually. And then Diaz is definitely fit. So if Liverpool are up to this strength of team, we can't call it full strength team, this is roughly what we would see. I think Van Dijk and Konate have formed a really strong partnership this year. Bradley's been really good, and Robertson is back as well for them. He's been back a few weeks, I think. In terms of that midfield, the person I don't want to see, I'd rather see Salah playing than Endo, because Endo for me is the one who's released McAllister to play in his correct position, more so the 8. Then he was almost playing like a bridged 6 when at the early start of the season, Endo wasn't being used by Klopp. So I'd rather Endo didn't play. Elliott's starting to make that position his own currently, while Slobberslay is still out. There is talks that he is close to being back to full fitness. This one really is, this is harder to predict than the Forest one, because we don't know the fitness levels. Klopp's held his cards close to his chest. You might see Dan's coming in, the guy who scored a couple of goals earlier in the week. But if all is being well from a Liverpool perspective, this is the type of team you'd see. Now, I think it's highly unlikely that Salah will play. Salah wasn't even named on the bench against Southampton in the Cup midweek for them, nor was Nunez. Nunez doesn't worry me too much. I call him the Andy Carroll. Look, okay, I won't jinx him, but you know where I'm going with that. Diaz, I do rate. But more importantly for me is Jota is out, man. Jota's starting to annoy me with the amount of goals he scored against Forest just in the year and a half that we've been back. The other one that might come in if Salah's not playing, I think will probably be Gakpo. Gakpo will come in for Salah. Maybe Diaz goes on the right, Gakpo up front. Nunez could go on the left, or they can play Dan's up in that formation as well. So there's a couple of bits of tinkering they could do. Look, let's be honest, as much as they're crying about their injuries, they're still going to be able to field a pretty solid team on Saturday. Which brings us on to Saturday. And how do I feel about this one? Look, I feel like we're going to lose. I'll be straight with you guys, right? I don't see much of a chance of us winning this one. Even me, the newly reformed happy clapper under Nuno, with my happy clapper juice, don't forget you can grab these bottles from Foco, 10% off. I still can't see us winning. But what I will say to you guys is when I've had my highest Forest depression this year is the weekend that Forest go and get results. You guys all know I was worried about West Ham. I was fully Forest depressed after that Newcastle game, and the boys came out and took me out of my Forest depression with a beautiful 2-0 win. But I can't predict a 2-0 win. I think it's going to be 4-2 to Liverpool, if I'm being honest with you guys. Forest will get their 2 token goals. There'll be a mistake at the back. We'll then leave the match thinking, you know what? Had we not made the mistakes, we were challenging against the league leaders. We put a good account of ourselves. Let's move on to the next game and take some positives. And a lot of people are saying this is the game. Once we get past this one, we've got Brighton, we've got Luton coming up, Fulham, etc. That's where our season starts. I fully disagree with that. Your season starts from yesterday. You play every game to the best of your ability. This is a Liverpool team that drew with Luton away from home earlier in the season with a fully strength squad. It is a Liverpool team that were losing to Luton at halftime and had to come back in the second half. They're not infallible. This is a team. They're only human, Harry, as the Dumb and Dumber quote goes. And they can be. This is a Liverpool team that drew 0-0 with Manchester United at Anfield. There is flaws in this team. And Forest can, maybe, possibly, get something out of this. But I can't see it. I can't see it. Just write some positive comments down below. I want to read them all. I want you guys to get my hopes up. Is there a chance? Should it be hope, not expectation? Or is there a little bit of expectation from you guys? Let me know down below. Go grab your tickets for the Hudson-Odoi and Felipe signed framed shirts. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV. Fear not, the day is not over. We got the Predictor stream coming up at 4:45. And then a Grumpy Old Reds preview at 8 p.m. And then maybe after that, I can get some sleep. We'll see you then. Come on, you Reds.